Amid soaring tensions with Iran, the United States appears divided between pursuing diplomacy and launching a military offensive, according to recent reports. Part of President Donald Trump's team is reportedly advocating a diplomatic path, while another faction backs military strikes on Iran. The Hebrew-language daily Israel Hayom reported this internal split on January 24, citing Israeli intelligence and security sources. Trump's envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner have reportedly supported a diplomatic solution to the standoff with Iran. The envoys have allegedly received assistance from Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey, who have recently strengthened their ties with Iran. By contrast, a majority of Trump's senior advisors are said to favor military action aimed at eventually bringing down Iran's ruling regime. This group reportedly includes key figures in Trump's core team, such as Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. They believe that strikes on Iran are essential to advance American strategic interests in the Middle East, according to the reports. Several U.S. allies, including Israel, the United Kingdom, the United Arab Emirates, and Jordan, also reportedly back the option of potential military action against Iran. These allies are said to be open to providing logistical and intelligence support to the U.S. should strikes be approved. They would also reportedly assist in intercepting potential Iranian retaliation against strategic targets across the region. According to Israel Hayom, Iran's likely targets include Israel, U.S. military bases, and key oil infrastructure sites in the Gulf. It remains unclear whether the UK, which has recently reinforced its air forces in Cyprus and Jordan, would actively participate in any direct strike on Iran. This uncertainty comes as tensions have risen between Washington and several NATO allies following Trump's January 22 remark criticizing NATO's contribution to the Afghanistan war. Trump later sought to ease the backlash by praising British troops and effectively apologizing on January 24.
We get along very well with NATO, I think, but I've always said, will they be there if we ever needed them? And that's really the ultimate test, and I'm not sure of that. I know that we would have been there, or we would be there, but will they be there? And let's hope that that never happens. We've never needed them. We have never really asked anything of them. You know, they'll say they sent some troops to Afghanistan or this or that, and they did. They stayed a little back, a little off the front lines, but we've been very good to Europe and to many other countries. It has to be a two-way street, and it's been a two-way street, much more so, and now it's really been a two-way street.
Meanwhile, U.S. Central Command Chief Admiral Brad Cooper arrived in Israel on January 24 for meetings with senior Israeli defense officials. Security commentators speculate that Cooper would likely oversee any future U.S. attack on Iran, if such an operation is ultimately ordered. Israeli security sources say there has never been such close military coordination between the US and Israel as there is at this moment. All of this is unfolding against the backdrop of a growing American military buildup across the Middle East.